Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. We are off to Busan for today's daily challenge, where the speed limit will be decreased on bridges, but we will get double bridges, so that's something. We can be, you know what, hold on. There's no reason to draw that bridge in such a way as to take up more tiles than it has to. There we go. Good morning. Oh, God. Good morning, Hulkamat. Hulkamat was here first. Yes, indeed, the house is a pank. Apollo Ghost will be very happy to hear that the house is a pank. Drop those ghosties in the chat if you've got them. If you don't got them, well, they're a tier 2 emote. Listen, as nice as it is to have folks subscribe to the channel, and it is very nice to have folks subscribe to the channel, I'm not going to pretend that I have an infinite amount of increased, value and reward for folks who subscribe at tier 2. What we have is the ghosty emote, which is a very cute emote. It's a very cute emote developed by the lovely and talented Parlor Ghost. tinyurl.com/ghostbubble. Get yourself a thingy. Whatever your thingy is, you can get it, and it can have a cute little cartoon of Morden Solus on it. That's a true fact. If you go to tinyurl.com/ghostbubble. All right, let's take 4, count them, 4 bridges. An absurd number. And then, I think what we're going to do... Oh, God. Oh. Got crap in my face. Here. What we're going to do is we're going to go up and over like so. Actually, for right now, we can do this. Sunflare Space is here. Good afternoon, Sunny. The challenge today is that speed limits are reduced on bridges, so you'll notice the cars slowing down as they cross the river here. But we do get double bridges, which does not mean that we can just stack bridges side by side or on top of one another and have everything go faster. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But it does mean that we have plenty of bridges. We've used 3, we have 3 in reserve, and it is literally the second week of the challenge. So that's good. Oh, God, I have cat fur all over my face on account of the cat, which I suppose is a good reason to have cat fur all over your face. There is a blue business over here, and that is a problem. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm just going to present all manner of difficulty. Okay. Let's re-examine humanity's role in everything. And by everything, I presently mean just this fuckery here. Okay. So this needs to go. You want to be here. You want to be down here. All right. Everything's got to calm down. With everything having calmed down, we can't really do any of the things that I want to do, which is very unfortunate. Let's go up here and then no. I can't have this yellow touch both of these. We're just gonna have to wait for this whole thing to fall apart, and then we're gonna re-examine and reconnect everything here. Okay. So I can't have, give me 4 more bridges just to be absolutely, give me a roundabout actually. So I might wind up needing a roundabout right now. Okay. So we've got these 4 yellow houses here. We've got this business here, this business here. The road from this yellow house, these yellow houses, needs to get over here and cannot touch. It can't touch both of these blues. But what it can do is come up here like so into there. And then these blues here can swing out like that. I hate that, actually. I have a better idea. And by a better idea, I mean a decent idea. Well, I could just do a roundabout here in place of what will eventually be a traffic light, and just have 4 blues and a traffic light go off that away. That's probably the simplest thing to do, right? Yeah, I kind of think that's the simplest thing to do. Let's do that. So we're going to do this in place of what will eventually be a traffic light. But the idea is that blues come here, they turn left, they go off that away. And if they're not turning left and going off that away, they're going straight and going up this way. And for the moment, it doesn't actually matter that this is connected over here. This over here has a similar philosophy, which is it doesn't actually matter. It's totally fine to have multiple businesses of the same color served by the same road. It's not like we have an emote extolling the virtues of 1B and 1R or anything. This is fine. This is all fine. We're going to take this pink, run over here, go into there. I'm going to try to figure out what this awful smudge at the top of the field of vision of my right eye is. It's great. I just have a blurry spot. Ooh, boy. Oh, funskis. That portends well. Everything's gonna be fine. Unless it's not, in which case it won't be fine. It's pretty much where we're going with this. Let's see. You know, if we've got these 2 blues right here, we can, excuse me, hold on. If we've got these 2 blues right here, we can run them like so, and then we can cut this corner such that these 5 blues right here all act in service of this business now. There you go. That should be fun. These 2 yellows working together would be great if I had a motorway and I could motorway them. Aha, motorway. It's as though I willed it into existence. We take this motorway, we run this way, like so. Boop. All right. While I'm creating things with only the power of my fervent desire for them to be real, can I have more pink houses down this way, please? Mini motorways? That would be nice. No? Alright, fine. I understand that. Excuse me. I also understand that this yellow is bad. This is not a good place for a yellow. Not in the least-ish. I guess what I'll do for the moment is run this a yellow road here to get these 2 yellow houses involved. Now, granted, these 2 yellow houses are going to have a very long road to eventually get down to this business, but details, you know. You got to fix some stuff with some stuff, apparently. Don't ask. That it doesn't have to make sense, okay? It's smart logic. You don't question smart logic. What are you doing? Honestly. Let's see here. Man, this business here could really fuck up a lot of things by being yellow. If it's yellow, we're gonna have a problem. You're familiar with the old bathroom phrase, right? If it's yellow, we're going to have a problem. If it's brown, we'll all just drown. That's not actually how it goes, but... Okay. So, issues. Specifically, this teal business here. This teal business off to the left exists, and we're going to have to do something about that. And unfortunately, I think the thing we're going to have to do involves yoinking I almost said motorway. Motorway number 1 off of this road. We do that. We reposition these 2 yellows here. And then we're going to have to re-extend this road so that these 5 houses service these 2 businesses. Next, we're going to have to draw a bridge that comes up here and goes in there to service that business. And now, the good news is everything's connected to something. The bad news is, well, gestures vaguely at everything, specifically this thing. This big, long, terrible bridge right here. Look at this big, long, terror bridge. That's an awful big, long, terror bridge. Nobody wants that, and yet, there it stands. All right. Also, this whole blue, yellow, fucking around situation is just... it's not what you want. Cars spawning directly on a road that's already busily traveled from cars having emerged from a neighborhood. No. It's not what you want. Give me 4 more bridges. Thank you. Now we have green. Okay. I'm kind of okay with green. I'm less okay with there being multiple greens. Hold on. There are 2 green houses. Why are there 2 green businesses? Game? Okay. Alright, so we just got a lot of things spawning at once. Fine. Here. You are a pink house. You can do that. This pink house goes off to that business. These greens are going to have an awful long bridge. And that's going to be... you know what? We're going to use 2 bridges here just for the sake of reducing the amount of time spent on a bridge. And I might or might not be able to maintain that forever. Here. You come here. This is going to be a perfectly cromulent traffic light. Just like that. These 2 greens right here. Boop, boop, and boop. We'll come up this way. Go into that away. And now we will scoop the meowing kitty cat. Hello, the meowing kitty cat. You have meowed. What's your deal, huh, Nora? Do you have a deal? Oh, you're such a soft and furry, precious baby. Yes. This is the case even though we took you to the veterinarian over the weekend, and he said that you've got tiny kitty gingivitis, and at some point, we're going to have to spend a 4-digit sum of money on tooth surgery for you. Yes, we are. Oh, we're going to have to spend a 4-digit sum of money on dental surgery for the Nora. Oh, but it doesn't have to be anytime soon, apparently. Just, at some point. She's a good cat. But I got, special kitty dental treats and kitty dental finger wipes, which she amazingly doesn't absolutely hate. She just kind of doesn't like. Let's take a motorway and examine our relationship with just everything. Speaking of our relationship with just everything, why is it that we have these yellows coming down here, and actually these yellows aren't doing anything? Why is it that we're pulling yellows from here up around over to here and over to here when instead we could be doing a different thing? Behold, a different thing. All right. First, let's... You know how we're using 2 bridges to get things over to here in a way that arguably doesn't work? What if we didn't do that? What if instead we just yoinked these bridges back and tossed a green up that way and had a motorway go this way? Just do that. What if we did that? We reclaimed a bunch of bridges that way. I think that would be good, personally. Also, additionally, you know how we have this road going this way? What if it didn't? What if it went a better way? What if we took this? We can still bring this up here to get that off of that as quickly as possible. You go up that away. And now we have these 1, 2, 3 yellows here. What if they just did that? And now we're not sharing here. This little Kadush road doesn't need to exist. These yellows here swing out that away, support this business. Everything will then be coming up Goog House, right? We can pretend that's the case, yeah? Okay. That's totally the case, yeah. Good, good, good. Everybody's in favor of that, except for the people who aren't, but they're jerks. It's a true fact. People who aren't in favor of this weird thing I've done being jerks. Nora, hi. Okay, it's cute when you sit on the desk. It's not cute when you rotate yourself, shift your weight, and shove my monitor 6 inches to the left to make room for yourself. Get dune. Get dune. Get dune. Gah! Toppling things. No. Stop. You need to be stoppling with the toppling. Stoppling with the toppling is the title of the episode. God. Okay. I said stoppling with the toppling. Okay. Give me a roundabout. What in the God's name is happening here? Okay. So, this dark blue can bulldoze this tree. Sorry, tree. Go up here. Help support that business. That's fine. This dark blue and this yellow both just came into existence. Great. Awesome. So happy about that. Let's... Fuck. I have no idea what we're going to do about those. What are we going to do about those? Hold on. Well, I've got this dark blue here. And I've got this dark blue here. And I've got these two. Yeah. Can I sneak a roundabout in? No. No, I absolutely cannot. I could sneak a roundabout way the hell down here. That doesn't actually help me anywhere. Okay. What if we stole back motorway number 2? That might actually be the answer. If we steal back motorway number 2, we swing like so. So yellows and dark blues come here or there, go off that away. It's all fine and dandy until such time as anyone remembers that bridges cost double double road tiles. And once someone remembers that bridges cost double road tiles, well, the whole experiment goes kerfucky. So, you know. Let's not remind anyone of that, shall we? So the idea is motorway number 2 ferries yellows and dark blues up this way. The dark blues enter this plaza from the north. The yellows advance one more tile and then go to this business up here in the top left corner. Meanwhile, our 1, 2, 3 greenhouses here take this exceedingly long and very slow-paced bridge over here, come up this way. There's a perfectly cromulent traffic light situated right here that unites these two roads and gets them into this double plaza. The northern entrance of this double plaza just isn't used, really. It's a decorative piece because, you know, we just staple businesses together from forms. We don't design things or have construction firms or any nonsense like that. We just, 3D print all of our buildings, essentially. So the northern entrance of this double plaza doesn't functionally matter. It only connects to this yellow road because the yellow business circle is over there. This pink is bad. I don't really have anything that stops that pink from being bad. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Fuck sticks. What if... Ow, 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 ow. What if... Hold on. I think I have to have another idea. I'm going to move motorway number 2 just up here. Because if I kill motorway number 2, I would have to wait for it to despawn before I could reassign it. If I just move its on and off points up here, I can then remove them in a moment after I figure out what I'm doing. And I think I have an idea as to what I'm doing, but it involves another long and stupid bridge. So, take that for what it's worth. What if there was a roundabout here? And the eastern spur of that roundabout went off that way. And the northwest spur of that roundabout went over here and crossed here, and then had an entrance for this to come here and a thing to go there. And actually, this is a perfectly cromulent traffic light. Even though it is situated at the outpoint of a business, which I'm pretty sure is inherently a terrible idea, this is a perfectly cromulent traffic light. So, having done that, we can have dark blues. These dark blues here. Well, you see the problem. The problem is the motorway, but the dark blues can run up here, go into the roundabout like so. The light greens are really going to be mad at me because they're going to come up here along the water through a gigantic fuck off bridge, and then they're going to come here. Meanwhile, we're going to yoink these two pinks away from this circle and redraw motorway number 2. That's why I left it up here rather than just killing it. Motorway number 2 gets pinks all the way over to here. And now all that needs to happen is that every road that exists needs to unfuck itself. And once it is sufficiently unfucked, then, and only then, will we be able to do whatever it is that needs doing. You come through here, you snake down that away, we redraw this bridge, and now everything's coming up Goog House. Right? Right? Wrong. Very quickly proven wrong. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm still committed to this terrible idea. Which is probably, bad, but here, Spotify, be louder. Thank you for being louder, Spotify. I appreciate it. So this went circular. All of these exist, right? All of these exist. And this double plaza's here. What if we just, do this and then do that? And now the 4 of these can swingly zoop themselves over down this way into here. And this yellow business came into existence on a yellow road. So I'm finding it very difficult to get too mad at this, but it's still bad and dumb. Like, for the record, I let the transcript reflect that this over here is bad and dumb. It's both bad and dumb. I think everyone in this courtroom knows it. All right. So this roundabout right here is, oh God. Oh, and now you've gone oh boy. Well, this is the most obvious rat-wike in the history of rat-wikes. Like, don't even be subtle about your rat-wikery. Here, we're going to make this life a little bit easier for us, and by us, I mean me. I'm going to kill the lime green part of this, which might, as a tack-on effect and end result type situation, mean that I kill everything. Because if I get rid of this bridge here, by the way, we're just doing this. Motorway number 3, straight shot over here. That's the plan. But if I do that, then once this bridge is gone, which it will be momentarily. Okay, now that this bridge is gone, there's like no reason at all for the dark blues to go into this roundabout situation, because they can just do that, right? And if there's no reason at all for the dark blues to go into this roundabout situation, it's probably worth examining whether or not the roundabout situation needs to... Well, I think the roundabout situation's still good, but the traffic light situation might be bad. Like, what if the western spur here did that, and then the northwest spur did a ridiculously stupid hoopy-loopy roundy thing, burned another bridge, sent yellows off that away. So now these teals from 1,000 miles away, and also I suppose since it spawned here, this dark blue. These teals from 1,000 miles away and this dark blue go into the roundabout. They go west, they go into the double plaza. Meanwhile, these two yellows go into the roundabout from the south, they go northwest, and they loop around to this business. That's conceivable. Speaking of things that are conceivable, is, well, I mean, this teal business exists down here, and that's not great, but I see two ways of dealing with this, and I think I'm going to go with the sillier one. Behold, the sillier one. So we have this doot and doot. So we have this motorway number 1, right? A motorway can't attach to this intersection. We have... Game, are you not going to allow me to move motorway number 1? Hold on. Are you... You're not going to allow me to move motorway number 1? Rude. Why aren't you... I don't understand why it won't even let me yoink the end of motorway number 1. But if it won't let me yoink the end of motorway number 1, then we're going to have to fuck around and find out via some other means. And the other means are we're just going to snake this road like so. That's going to have to be fine. Okay. I would not mind having another motorway. If I had another motorway, I could, chop some of these teals and send them that way, or some of these teals. It would probably be these teals, honestly. Like, we need 9 houses for one circle makes more sense than 8 houses for one square. Give me 4 more bridges, because I have used somehow something like 11 bridges on this run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, I was right. 11 bridges on this run. And yet, we still need bridges. It's almost as if there's a lot of water in Busan. It's almost as if that's like the chief main limiting factor of the level in mini motorways, is the fact that there's so much goddamn water. It's almost as though it's a video game designed to challenge the player through creative and interesting tasks that they have to perform. Nah, that doesn't sound right. All right, we got this green business over here. That's not great, but we do have these greenhouses. The problem is we also have a fuckload of water, and the map is not expanding further north. So, 13? Really? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit, you're right. 10, 11, 12, 13. Mother of... Well, it's about to be 14. So you come up that way. All y'all... Yeah, your connection was never needed, actually. So, screw you. And you just do that, and you run along the northern exposure of the map. And if I remembered anything about the television program Northern Exposure other than its title, this might be fine. But it's not. So, hey, it occurs to me that I have 2 greens over here, but I have 4 greens over here. Thank you, Samurai Sam, for dropping a crab rave. I think it might be better. Although it is a bit more bridge intensive, but... Samurai Sam re-upping with Twitch Prime Gaming. Thank you, Sam. 39 months in the Goog Troop. One loves to see it. Drop all those lovely Tier 1 emotes in the chat, including, especially, those Samurai Slams. Thank you, Sam. Okay, so we've got... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw 2 bridges. Mostly so as to avoid having everything be super slow for a long time. We're going to draw a couple of different bridges here. And I am out of road. Well, I'll be less out of road once this whole nonsense squares itself away, which is going to take some time, actually, because we got to get the greens into here. We got to... Oh, fuck you. Seriously? What is this pink doing here? What is the meaning and purpose of that? Give me a motorway. All right. You go up that way. Now, I could just motorway these greens over to here. That's a possibility. I could motorway these teals over to here. That's conceivable. But, unfortunately, we do have this pink to contend with, and I think then that the thing to do is to slap motorway number 4 right up there like so. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3 yellow houses are really presently struggling to deal with 1, 2 yellow businesses. What if they didn't have to? What if I paid attention and learned things and was aware of the surroundings of my business place? What then, I ask? What could we do? Perhaps something like this, where these 2 yellows swing up here and they go down into this way, right? And now that they've gone down into this way, that means that this can just be 1 bead and 1 ard over this way, off to here. Is that going to be good and fine and better at stuff? Hopefully, potentially, maybe. Oh, hey, a pink house spawned right here. Listen, if I get 1 more pink house to spawn in this area, if I can get 1 more pink house to spawn in this area, we draw a road goes up here, take care of that, you pink business, don't have to do motorway number 4. I'd rather not do motorway number 4, given my druthers. You know, if I had my very own personal druthers, oh, that would be also, can't help but notice that these green teal houses are starting to fall behind and these teal businesses are starting to get fucked. So I think it's druthers time, actually. I think this 1 pink house is going to have to do the thing no matter what, actually. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Beneficial for all concerned. No doubt about it. All right. You point up that away. You and you and you and you and you. Might as well point up that away. And then we'll grab this end and that end, and we'll do that. The 6 of you will service this business. The 1 of you will service this business. Have fun. It'll be fine. It'll be fine until such time as it's not fine, at which point it will prove it not to be fine. But, listen, we don't have to worry about that right now. We've got so many greens here. We've got like 3 lime greens here. What if they just, entered the northern spur of the roundabout and then kind of shooply-whooped themselves off this way. Just to provide, like, extra beneficial support to this lime green business over this way. That seems like a decent concept for a plan and idea, right? That's a decent concept for a plan and idea. Give me a roundabout. Yeah. Sounds right. Okay, so you've got motorway number 3. You've got motorway number 4. This bridge is looking not quite surplus to requirements, but actually, hold on, wait a second. This is totally surplus to requirements. Because I've got these lime greens here, which are presently doing fuck all nothing. They could just replace that. And if they can just replace that, that means we don't actually need to... Yeah, it means we can just swing this like here and have motorway number 3 approach from there, which means that now instead of having 3 houses that desperately need support, we've got 7 houses that, you know, don't. Which means this silly idea of mine is immediately toasted. Good. Now there is the small matter and concern of this circle. Like, I still don't know exactly what it is I'm going to do to save this circle, but that is not a problem for me at the present. It's a problem for me in the future, and me in the future can go fuck himself. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see here. You know, that asshole me from the past told me to fuck myself, and that's just rude. All right, let's see here. These yellows can be stapled together even though they're not doing anything. This green circle is getting mad, which makes a lot of sense because it's a circle and it has only 4 houses of support, and those 4 houses are a million miles away with 2 bridges that slow everything down. I understand why this business would be mad. Yeah, it gonna be a big problemo. That's true. That's a factual statement. And thus, we should do something to address the concerns. Behold, something to address the concerns. Let's have motorway number 5 just be straight shotted thusly. The 1, 2, 3 of you are probably the primary primary support system now for this green business. That's gonna be A-okay, right? We've done it. We've solved everything. We've fixed the problem. Have we fixed the problem? I mean, maybe. It's conceivable. Hi there. You went circular, which is bad given that you're presently supported by 2 houses. But, well, I don't really have a but for that sentence, actually. It's just bad. I suppose a good thing is we did have 1 pink spawn here, so I could, if I wanted to, swing that up this way. Yeah, now you're supported by 3 houses, which is, I mean, still bad, but it's more houses. It's like 50% more house. So that's good. Hey, a second pink for this business. I never noticed that a second pink had spawned for this business. That's good. I'm a fan of that. Not necessarily a fan of anything else that's happening in this general area, but, you know. Here, give me 2 traffic lights. Thank you. I think I'm solid on everything that isn't motorways now. Because, well, I've got 3 traffic lights, 2 roundabouts, 4 bridges, and no motorways. So everything that isn't motorways is A-okay by me. Hey, you know what? Let's do. These 2 dark blue houses are just kind of chilling off in a this way direction. Let me yoink this 1 dark blue house here, provide a little bit extra support for this business because it's getting a bit angry. Okay. Now, we built motorway number 5 with the intent of using these 3 as primary support vectors for this business. That appears to have largely worked, actually. Like it seems as though, ow. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? It's a question to which there is no answer, unfortunately. Give me a motorway. So motorway number 5 is mainly these things here, but we do still have some ancillary backup support from these 4 down here. And that's going to take care of this over here. All right. This teal business is mad, but I don't... Like, there are cars in driveways here, is the thing. The issue is not dude supply, which is good. It might just be a demand spike. It might just be the constant roiling nature of death, which would be unfortunate, but there's very little I can do about that. You can point up that away. You can be ever so slightly more optimized, like so. All right. This business here, hold on. Buddy, have you been getting by with the... I think this business here has been getting by with one and exact... Oh, wait, no, it's got all of these from up here. Never mind. I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah, you've got all of those from up there. You should be fine. Give me another roundabout, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can have another roundabout. Let's see here. You two. You've got cars and driveways up the wazoo, right? Your wazoo is bursting with cars, basically. And I wouldn't describe your wazoo as bursting. I'm trying to find a way to get more cars over here, but actually that doesn't appear to be necessary anymore. Okay. Good. What about here? Are you still just constantly teetering on the brink of collapse? That basically appears to be the case. Like, again, we're not running out of cars here. There are 2 cars in this driveway that have just not been called upon. So the issue isn't that I need to get more cars out here. The issue, if anything, is that that there's a choke point I've established by setting up a thing in the middle of a thing. Okay. Well, that's bad. There's very little I can do to help that in that case. This yellow business has finally gotten around to being angry, which I understand, really. You're a yellow business with 2 houses and a busy roundabout and a stupid bridge and a long road. There's all sorts of reasons for you to be mad about stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really know how to make you not be mad about stuff. Let's see here. I mean, I can motorway a couple of yellows over to you. That's not the end of the world. That's a thing. It's a viable option. It's how we would describe that generally. Is a viable option. Here. I have an idea. Let's toss... I can't toss a roundabout anywhere in here where I wanted to... Okay. Well, I suppose let's not toss a roundabout there then. Let's do a traffic light? Yeah. We'll do a traffic light there. That'll get a whole bunch more yellows to theoretically support this business, right? Now that we're theoretically supporting this business, we can toss a roundabout right here. We can toss a roundabout right here. Good. Having tossed a roundabout right there, we can fuck around a little bit with more pink businesses, fuck around a little bit with more pink businesses, fuck around a little bit with more pink businesses, and now somehow I've connected all the yellows to all the yellows, which was not my original intent. I think I lost the plot somewhere in there. We're just going to assume that that's fine, actually. We're just going to move on with our lives. Speaking of moving on with our lives, let's take motorway number 6 and straight shot it into this business. There. Here's a couple more yellow houses for you. Here's a whole bunch more yellow houses for you. And you, buddy, are fucked. So there's not much I can do about that. All the yellows got mad at the same time. I hate when that happens. There's very little you can do when you're this deep into a run and then every house of a certain color decides to get mad at the same time. There's just nothing you can do. You can sit here and watch stuff die and hope that your number ticks up before stuff dies. But at a certain point, stuff's gonna die. Like, hey look, stuff died. There's nothing to it. Stuff just died. So 3,908 commuters over 122 days is a good score. It feels solid. I'll take it. When he's like top 5% in the world. Hey, it's top 5% in the world. Now, granted, it's nowhere near as good as Samurai Sam, but, well, drop those Samurai Slams in the chat. Damn and blast and curses and foiled again, and would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids in there being better than me at mini motorways. You put up a very good score, Sam. Where's she? Ooh, there's an S, and it ends with E. Great. That helps narrow it down a little bit. It could be Isle. Could absolutely be Isle. It's not, but, in the moment, it could have been. All right, so it's not going to be pause or anything with an A because we know there's no A. Could be. It's not going to be like gash with an E because that's not a word. And it's not going to be cash because there's no C. And again, mustache. No, it's not a word. Gross. This is bad. I don't like this. Let's do something else with it. Like, Lord, who'd have thunk it? We're just gonna see if we learn anything from. Okay, I've got 2 more yellow words, yellow letters. Good. So, Oh. Will chaos ensue? Is that it? Is it ensue? Okay. I am so glad. So very glad that I did the here's 5 letters that I haven't used that make a word. Let's see if we get any more information for this third one. Because getting from here to here in one jump would have been not necessarily impossible, obviously, but certainly would have broken my fucking brain. But then we figured out that we had these letters, so we got there in 4. It works. I'll take it. Let's draw some connections, shall we? So, now there are some 2-word things here, which is unfortunate rather. Let's see here. There's thank you, get well, birthday, and congratulations. Those are all greeting cards, right? Those are all, ow, ow, ow. Yeah, these are all things that these are all various genres of greeting card, and I don't see any more of those. So I think this is correct. It is, in fact, correct. Yay. Samurai Sam has noticed that capiche, see, get it, and understand are all ways of asking if the guy whose life you're threatening is on the up and up, and on the if you're on the same page here, if you understand the two of you as you share a connection, and this man whose life you're threatening, he capiches it. You do what I tell you to do, or your uncle sleeps with the fishes. Capiche? My Vito Corleone is not good. I'm out of practice. I am not nearly as old, fat, rich, or drunk as Marlon Brando at any given moment at the end of his life, and therefore, I can no longer do a good Don Corleone. So, both Sonny and Sam have noticed that hack it, get by, make do, and manage are ways of saying, yeah, I can totally do that. And then you could maybe sort of do that. Shadow, witness, candy, and contact are... That's a good question. What are they? They're words after I. Okay. That's fair. Eye candy, eye contact, eye shadow, and eye witness. Fair enough. Okay. That was a game of connections. It's perfectly cromulent. It's perfectly fine. An eyewitness is someone who saw a thing. Eye shadow is makeup. Eye contact is just looking at a person. And eye candy is... And then you move on to strands. It's perfectly fine. It's totally cromulent. We just didn't immediately see it. For today's strands, we are rolling in it, which means, I don't know, spherical things. Yeah. I see ostrich, which is a weird word to just kind of see, but I see ostrich. Ostrich is just kind of there. It's not even one of the... Okay. Alrighty. There's ropes and rope. Sunflower Space sees money, which is a thing that someone might be rolling in, actually. Where in the money? Where in the money? It's just a word, though, honey. Look who's back in town. Here's photo. What about all of those plums? Or perhaps a plume of smoke? Yeah, there's only 6 theme words here, so they are gonna be bigger words. That's true. There's medley. Ow. My back. You can roll in the straw, right? No, maybe. Who knows? It's a heck of a puff. See, is there dough around? That was another thing you can roll in. That it's also a euphemism for cha-ching things. Yes, fast. Boy. And stop and fuck, buddy. You can be rolling in soup. It's absolutely true. What am I not seeing here? There's lunch. Ooh. Oh. Affluent. That's gotta be one. Come on. Okay. So this is just euphemisms for fucking loaded. Got it. Now that we know that, one would think, what is this? Prosperous. There it is. Prosperous. Okay. And that's wealthy. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Spangram is that's rich. Okay. All right. That is a phrase that people say. And moneyed is okay. All right. Listen. I didn't love that one, but you know what? It's a perfectly fine game of strands. They can't all be winners. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Red Sox, Atlantans, Rangers, Orioles, Tigers, dudes what struck out 200 dudes in a season, and we will, of course, bang Pedro. Remember Pedro Martinez, bottom right corner. A dude who played for the Red Sox and Tigers is Eduardo Rodriguez. He's good. Let's see here. A dude who played for the Red Sox and Orioles is, I don't know, man. Kelly Johnson. Did he play for the Red Sox? Yeah, probably. Played for goddamn everybody. There you go. Dude who played for the Atlantans and Orioles is Javi Lopez. Let's see. All the AL East teams, 3 of the NL East teams, and the Diamondbacks for some reason, because why not? An Atlantan pitcher who had 200 strikeouts in a season is probably John Smoltz. That seems like a thing he would have done. He was good at pitching and striking dudes out. A Texas Rangers pitcher who had 200 strikeouts in a season is, you won't get any bonus points for saying Nolan Ryan, but I'm not looking for bonus points. I'm looking to get an Immaculate Grid, which would be nice. A dude who played for the Rangers and Orioles is Rafael Palmeiro, an absolute shitbag. Oh, let's see here. Now let's name some Tigers. A dude who played for the Tigers and the Rangers is Max Scherzer. And finally, a Detroit Atlantan. Should not be hard. And yet we are stumped and flummoxed. Hold on. Let's see here. Should not be hard. Son of a bitch. Steve Avery? Steve Avery was a Tiger, wasn't he? Steve Avery was a Tiger. I know he played for the Red Sox, but I also think he played for the Tigers. Right? Right! Haha! That is an Immaculate Grid, and I actually got to make exactly one proper, deepish cut with Steve Avery, and I suppose Kelly Johnson and Eduardo Rodriguez. But I'm most proud of remembering Steve Avery. Oh, Steve Avery, you were fine for a while, and then you weren't. But, you know, you were still fine for a while. You got to win a bunch of National League East division titles. Oh, poor Steve Avery. I did not realize that he was still pitching in 2003. Oh, poor Steve Avery. I hope you're doing well. Better than John Smoltz. He's an asshole. Anyway, folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. As we take a look at the stream schedule, you will see that there is currently no stream planned for Friday because I have a thing to do. Got an early job first thing in the morning. Other than that, it is business as usual. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock Eastern, Tuesday evening for Baldur's Gate 3, Gimmim and Ace Attorney, and all the usual good, fun things to come. Folks, thank y'all so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.
She's going to do it in a fit of rage. She's going to explode. She's going to explode. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's bad. Samurai Sam with the one-winged angel redemption. 25,000 Goog bucks for the final boss of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. What is happening?